The other thing, as you're going through here, as you're working on this right now, you're going to want to, again, try to read as many clues on the interface that it's giving you. Okay, so as you're drawing different stuff, you're going to see different content that's going to show up as your tools. And it's going to be, you're going to have information down here, and you're going to have information at the top. Also, you're going to notice that right now, there's a scale down here. 3/8 of an inch equals 1 foot 0 inches. That actually is what's going to be used when we begin to put our sheet together for plotting, which we'll get to next week. We won't get to that this week. We're going to worry about the model this week. We'll get to the plotting next week. Okay, any questions right now as we're going along here? Okay, because we'll just keep on building this thing. So now we took a look at this in 3D. We're just to review. I'm going to do this real quick. Going back to 3D, and hopefully no one falls asleep on me. I'm going to save this project, and I'm going to save it to my S drive, up a level, and oh, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and save it to that. Okay, so here, assignments, I'm going to call this custom in class project process, I should say. Okay, so now at this point, we'll put at least one light on. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to turn the page to A2. And we go to A2, you know, again, we check it, we make sure that everything's looking good, we make sure dimensions are right, we put in our different our outlets, and then we go to level 2. Now when I go to level 2, you see that I can actually see these lines right here. Now the reason why is because I gave you a template that gives you an underlay, okay? And I'll show you what I mean by that. Let me see if I can't get this really slick toolboard. I'm going to demonstrate if I go to draw on screen. Okay, what you're going to see right down here is over here under underlay, you have the ability to go ahead and put in an underlay, meaning that right now you're seeing this information, which is level 1 and level 2, okay? So what that's happening right now is if I were to turn those off, I would not see this anymore. So let me show you how that works. So if I go into here, and if I go into this, and I go ahead and just say none, and then I go to, and I go here, I don't see it anymore. Okay, so that's not what I want. So I want to go back here, and I want to say number 1, and now I can see that. Okay, so that is one of the tools you can use in Revit, because what's happening is you are drawing on a certain level. Okay, so right now, we went ahead and we started to draw on level 2. What is the distance above grade that level 2 is situated at? Anyone remember? What's that? 9 feet. It's 9 feet. So when you figure the reason why it's like this, it's from the ground to 8 feet, and then you got a foot for the decking. You got a foot for the floor decking. Does that make sense? And that's where your trussing is going to be, and your floor, and also your ceiling information is all going to be in there. So that's what's going on there. So what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at my exterior. Now I've already got my walls. My walls are in good shape. So what I want to do right now, as I continue to put this together, is I want to put in basically what are going to be interior walls for on top here. So let's see here. Let me see if I can make this work. And I'm pretty darn sure I can. Let's see. Okay, so these are interior walls right here. So I'm going to go to wall, and I'm going to go to architectural. Now, the wall that we have here, and I didn't put this in here, but I will tell you what it is. The wall that I used here is just the interior 5-inch partition, this one right here, okay? So I'm going to click on there, and it's going to give me this basic wall, which gives me this basic information. I go to edit it, and I see that it's got gypsum, it's got a metal stud, and so forth. So I've got this kind of stuff in here. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. Pretty darn sure that's what I use. Now, at this point, I'm going to go here because the distance that I want to have here, I think the distance that I had here is 6 feet, I think. I'm going to go 6 feet, and I'm going to go right across here. Okay, and then what I did before is I could go ahead and mirror that. So if I highlight this, and if I go to my mirror command right here, I can just make an axis here at the midpoint, and it's going to give me my wall right down there. So I was able to do that, pretty straightforward. let's take a look at what it looks like right now. So I see these walls right now, and they're kind of sticking right up, okay? But that's what they're gonna do. We're gonna fix that, okay? So we have these walls right here, and they're kind of giving us some information there. So going back to level 2, okay, so I had those, and then let's see, we go back to the wall. I'm not sure if I need to do this yet. I'm gonna try it this way. I'm just gonna go ahead and let's see, over here. Yeah, it's not gonna work that way, is it? Here. Yeah, we don't need to do that just yet. Okay, we're gonna leave that as it is right now. And what we're gonna do, you know, what we're gonna do, I think, besides that even is, yeah, that'll work. And then here from level 2, we're gonna put in a roof. So to put in a roof, we're gonna go roof by footprint. Okay, roof by footprint. And then we've done this before. I wanna have an overhang. I think 1'3" is what I used before. So I'm just gonna use 1'3", see that right there? And that's gonna be your default. And I'm gonna go ahead and pick my lines here. So I'm gonna pick here, and you can see it's going ahead and giving me the overhead. And as I go along here, and as I go ahead and make that happen, one thing that I'm going to know is I do not need a slope on all my sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and touch it here, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit Finish Edit Mode. And would you like to attach the highlighted walls? Yes, I would. Let's take a look at what that looks like. See how that came out. Now you're going to notice what it did here is it kind of broke these off. I'll show you why it did that. Because when we take a look at it, because it draws a hip roof. So therefore it broke those walls off, okay, in kind of a non-desirable fashion. So we'll go back to the 2, and we're going to double click on this. And actually, we'll do that. We want to go to, I want to see site. Let's see your level 2. I'm not seeing the roof. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Let me back this up.
You put corners in your walls. There's little.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to do it a little bit different. So I had this drawn. Okay, let me do this last one. Yeah, I can. Okay. I'm going to go to here. And I'm going to get rid of that defined slope. I want that. And then the last thing I want to do is I want to grab this one. And I don't want to slope there either. So I'm going to go ahead and I do not want to slope there. There. And yes. Okay, now that one's looking okay. And then I got to go and do one more. And so I've got to get my, let's see if I can get from my site plan. Site plan, okay. And then there's my roof. Okay, so I get rid of this. The site plan allows me to do it this way, so I'll just get rid of it that way. And so I go ahead and do that, and let's take a look at it. Looking better. Okay, so we've got that, and that's pretty kosher, okay, as far as it goes. My roof, however, is missing something. Anyone know what's missing? Floor. It's missing floor. It's missing basically floor information. And so, not floor, it's shingles rather. And so I go to change it from basic roof generic, and I'm going to change this to asphalt shingles. So got that. Now, yeah, I'm missing a floor though. So for level 2, I got my walls, but I do not have a floor. So what I want to do is I want a floor, and the floor that I'm going to put in, I'm going to go to floor right here, and I'm going to use floor architectural, and the floor that I want is this one, wood joist 12 inches wood finish right here. It's going to be a wood floor. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use these pick lines here, and pick walls rather. I'm going to pick those as we go along here. I'm going to save it, and yes, we'll go ahead and do that. And so when I did this, it looks just like in the plan, okay? And let's take a look at it and see how we've done. So I'm going to go ahead and click on here, and oops, it went a little too far. Okay, so I'm going to have to pull that out. I should have probably done my floor before I did the roof, because now I got to monkey with this. So that's probably the order I should have done it in. But let me go back to here. Let's go ahead and fix it. And if I go to this floor here, let's see here. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to try that again. This time I'm going to go on the inside. Yeah, it's easier to do the floor first, and then once you've done that, do the roof.